You're listening to World Talk Radio, where the world comes to listen and talk.
Never give up, never give in. The ones who will work are the ones who will win. Create the impossible, answer the call. Go for your everything, give it your all. Be the star you are, the star you are. Be the star you are, you are the star.
Wedding etiquette, know the name, know the person, and abroad in Thailand, all coming up with Cynthia Brian and Heather Brittany on Star Style. Be the star you are. Turn up the volume, because here we come. It's party time.
Hold up your head, look for the signs. You'll find all you need in the light that shines. Believe in yourself and all that you do, and you'll be the star that's shining for you. Shining for you. Be the star you are. The star you are.
Did you know that teens with low self-esteem who feel they don't fit in are more vulnerable to peer pressure, more likely to have depressive reactions, eating disorders, higher rates of alcohol and drug abuse, criminal involvement, suicide attempts, and be involved with risky behaviors? You can help make a difference by sponsoring this radio program, Be the Star You Are. Be the Star You Are promotes positive role models, positive media, and donates positive votes to increase literacy. Call 877-944-STAR, S-T-A-R, for more information, or visit our website at BeTheStarYouAre.org. Also, you can make a PayPal donation at www.BeTheStarYouAre.org. Thank you for helping our youth succeed.
You get up every morning, put your best foot forward, and listen for the 5 o'clock whistle to blow and sum it all up to all in a day's work. But Michael Curtis has some good news. You don't have to fight your way through the bustling mob for all your hard work to pay off. Consider Your Options will help you realize your life's goals while you actually do something you love to do. Discover opportunities that you'll enjoy and set yourself up for predictable and lasting income. Consider Your Options every Monday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 2 p.m. Pacific on World Talk Radio, Studio A.
Listen. The world is talking. World Talk Radio, Studio A.
Look among the stars.
Well, hello, Power Partners. Welcome to radio's favorite hour of Party Power, Star Style. Be the Star You Are, a program of positive book talk with authors and experts that help you excel in life. This is our Tea for Two segment, a mother-daughter brew, and my name is Cynthia Brian.
And I'm Heather Brittany.
And we are thrilled to be your personal growth success coaches here on the airwaves with you every week. So get ready to pump your energy, love, learn, laugh, listen, and live your dreams, because we are a show about following your heart, and we are bubbling with enthusiasm. We call it Champagne for the Spirit. The miracle moment for today is brought to you by the Carmony Collection, handmade handbags with beautiful karma and perfect harmony. Call 925-785-7827 or visit myspace.com/Carmony Clutches and get your life back in balance. And Carmony is with a K and Clutches is with a K. And this is from H.G. Wells. The crisis of today is the joke of tomorrow. And if you want to go quickly, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. And that's the African proverb. In our first segment today, Heather and I are going to be talking about a love story with wedding etiquette. And segment 2, you're going to find out how the letters in our names reveal our true selves with Sharon Wyeth's book, Know the Name, Know the Person. And this means you want to pay close attention because it's all in our names. And then in our third segment, we're going to be talking about a great book called Abroad in Thailand, written by Dodie Cross. It is a romp on the wild side. We're hoping that Dodie will be here with us, and if not, I'm going to talk about her book because it is really great fun and you're going to enjoy it. But before we begin talking about wedding glory, Heather, I just wanted to make two really great announcements for all our listeners who happen to also be writers. Number one is the 5th annual Be the Star You Are essay contest is in its beginning stages. You can win $100 and a chance to be a guest on this show. The details and guidelines go to the website, BeTheStarYouAre.org, and the topics were chosen via a Name the Topic contest. We had a winner, and the 3 topics that people can choose from are these. Number 1, women from around the world, and it's called Understanding the Similarities and the Differences of the role of women in various cultures. The second topic is Journaling Your Way to a Better Life, how writing your fears, moments of gratitude, and aspirations can help a person achieve what you want to in life. And the third is How has reading changed your life? What book has most influenced your life and why? So 3 great topics, lots of fun there. You could win $100 and go and do it now. You want to enter the contest. And then the second announcement, Heather, and I know that you're going to be doing this because it's so fun, we are going to be publishing book 2 in the Be the Star You Are series, and this one is called Be the Star You Are for Teens. And we are looking for contributors around the world that have original true stories. The word count is 360 to 630, so very short. Again, visit BeTheStarYouAre.org for information, or you can email me, Cynthia, at BeTheStarYouAre.org. So some great opportunities for our listeners, huh, Heather?
Definitely.
Yes. Well, now let's get to our topic for the day, weddings. The day we all dream about from the time we're little, no matter what our age, at least if you're a girl. When you fall in love, you kind of rehearse the sound of your name with the sound of your chosen loved one. So, okay, you've taken the giant leap of faith. You're engaged to be married to the person you love. But there are etiquettes. There are kind of rules and tools surrounding the ceremony, from invitations to showers to gifts to flowers. And I know, Heather, you're going to enlighten us.
Exactly. Well, whenever usually we think of spring as wedding season, but weddings are a year-long thing. I know we just went to one in August, and now we're going to be going to another one in October. They are year-long. They just always keep going. So I have some kind of etiquette tips, the do's and the don'ts when you are a guest enjoying in the big ceremony. So first off, don't be fashionably late. There's something, especially according to weddings, I think you should follow, is that early is on time is late, and late is unacceptable.
And you know, that sounds like the acting profession, where on time is 15 minutes early.
Well, completely,
and it seems that's the way it should be in a wedding, too, because you don't want to miss watching the bride walk down the aisle or interrupt when the music has started.
Well, there's always so much pressure going to a wedding, what to wear, who to bring, what do I get, all these kinds of things, which I'll try to cover today. But one big thing to always remember as being a guest on someone's big special day is that you're a guest. It's not about you. So normally, going to a party, you arrive late, you have this out, all those kinds of things. Today has nothing to do with you. So don't, be the one that was late, be the one that's making a commotion. This is someone else's day, and they're not going to, hold out and wait for whatever you need to get done, because this is all about someone else. And it can be actually very hurtful if you try to make it about you and being late, and causing those disruptions, because as you said, more often than not, every little girl has that envision of this perfect white wedding day, so don't be the one to put a smudge on that there.
I like that. So the first kind of rule of etiquette is don't be late. You are a guest, and remember, it's not about you. This is the day for the bride and the groom, so be gracious.
Exactly. Okay, so now we've got to the wedding thing. Don't produce sound effects. While at the wedding and the reception, turn off your blackberries, or crackberries, as people call them, because they're so addictive. Turn off your cell phone. We see that more and more today. Everyone, at the beginning of meetings or in classes, they always say to everyone, please, turn off your cell phones. But I have not gone through one thing where you don't hear some random sound of something going off because someone had figured theirs wouldn't, they'd be the only one. Put things on vibrate and just leave them off. If you made the time to be at this wedding today, there's no reason that you need to be in contact with anyone else. I mean, there's special situations if someone is sick and you're trying to do that, but nothing that you need to be having a side conversation or that you need to run off to. You made this time and your date to be here, so celebrate this day just to those people. Another thing, don't talk trash. It may sound obvious because you're at a wedding and hopefully, it's a friend or friend's friend, but it happens all the time. No matter how big or how loud a wedding is, things get overheard. So be your best and be polite about everything. No gossip. If you are friends with the groom and you don't have as good as feelings about the bride, even if you don't like this person, as we're emphasizing, this is not your day. This may be something you've already confide in other people, your feelings, or if there's someone there at the wedding. Don't be causing them to side gossip or fights or cattiness. Those are just more things to ruin someone else's special day and take the attention off of them and onto you. Don't be selfish. Another thing, don't come... this is actually surprising when I was looking
Well, be on your best behavior is what you're saying.
Hey, completely. Is what we're calling this is the etiquette of it. Another thing which I was really surprised in doing my research of, what top people say was something that I came that said, don't come bearing gifts. Now, that doesn't mean don't get them gifts, and it's whether you're planning on giving money or giving them something that they registered for. A really great thing to do is have it sent to them. Give it to them at an earlier or later time, because at the end of the night, you don't want, once everyone's gone home, you don't want them having to load up a car, have all these hassle of the things. So let them just enjoy, relax the day, relax the night. Drop these gifts off if they have a certain, if it's going to go to a relative's, maybe their parents' house, or a preset place, or send them a card in advance, saying, I bought you this at this store, and it will have it delivered.
Well, I was just going to piggyback on that little thought. Is if you live far away and you're going to a wedding, and so you are bringing a gift with you, I would say make sure that you contact the parent or someone to ask if that's going to be acceptable. Almost every wedding they take them. They will take gifts there, and then somebody is responsible for taking them home. But you want to make sure that it's not going to be an inconvenience for anyone, so always contact them. And also, as part of etiquette, I believe you have up to 3 months after the wedding, and it's still considered perfectly fine to give a gift. And one of the things now that seems to be popular are, as many young couples are asking, they're signing up at these websites that are for their honeymoon, or they're living across the country or something and they want something shipped. I have a wedding coming up in a couple of weeks where it is in New York, and I had to send the gift. And I sent gift and I did the honeymoon thing, so I kind of did both. But the thing about the shipping was I was
more than the gift
alone, and it wasn't like that major I didn't think it was that heavy. The shipping was like $40, and I kept thinking, gosh, I could have bought them something extra with $40. Except, of course, it was New York, and I couldn't take it in my suitcase. So you want to weigh the shipping charges against what it is that you're going to be getting them. So that's just a thought that comes to my head.
And definitely, and something too is, as we're saying, don't not give them the gift. As weddings today are so expensive, and you have to figure they could be paying anywhere from $50 to $250 a plate. Even if you're not eating that much there, that's why you have to send in those RSVP letters. So please,
and that's part of the etiquette, is to make sure if you're invited, you do RSVP, because the who's ever paying for the wedding has to pay per person, whether you show up or not, and it's extremely rude. I know my sister's daughter just got married recently, and she had 25 people that did not RSVP, and of those, 15 showed up. But she still paid for 25, and then she had another 12 people who RSVP'd yes, and then they never showed up, and she had to pay for them too. And that doesn't leave a good flavor in your mouth.
Exactly.
Don't think you'll get invited again.
Yeah, exactly. If you RSVP and then something comes up, you have something else that you realize you can't attend, contact that person to let them know so they can cross you off that list, because they'll still have to pay for you.
And not only that, because of what you were saying of the price of weddings today, Heather, usually there's a waiting list. And I know with all my friends whose children are getting married right now, And they're limiting it to 100 people, 150 people, depending on how much money they have and how much it is per plate. But with every single couple, there's a waiting list of many other people, 25, 50 people that they would like to invite, but they can't because they don't have the money for it. So if you can't come to a wedding, please let the people, the bride and groom or whoever sent the invitation know in plenty of time that they can invite somebody else.
Another thing, too, is don't dress down. This is unless there's some specification, that we're just doing a casual backyard barbecue, come as something like that. This is usually a black tie, dress to the nines, either rent a tux or dust off those outfits. But two, dress accordingly. If, let's say, it's a beach outside wedding, no one wants to be in stilettos on the beach. So bring things, that go with the situation. As well as, we talked about bringing people, RSVPing is don't bring Mr. or Mrs. Random. If you're single, choose a date carefully. If it's someone you've only been with once, that maybe it isn't the best idea. If you've only been dating a week or two and decide to bring them to this big thing of all your family and friends, and you really don't know how this person is yet, that might not be the best thing. Same with, if it's a recent breakup kind of thing. Weddings are an intimate affair, and bringing a stranger could be done. It could, this side person, could cause fights, or it could just make an awkward situation. Again, taking the attention off the bride and groom. And same thing about, bringing someone that may cause trouble, all that stuff, is don't drag out old skeletons.
Well, the bottom line is be appropriate, be on time, have fun, turn off your cell phones, don't gossip, be really courteous, give a great gift, and have a great time. Well, it's time to go to break. Heather, give out the website.
Most definitely go to bethestaryouare.org or myspace.com/Carmony Clutches, both with a K.
And stay with us. We have such an exciting guest coming up. We're going to find out how letters reveal the secrets behind your name. You may not want to marry that person once you hear what Sharon Wyeth has to say with Know the Name, Know the Person. I'm Cynthia Brian.
And I'm Heather Brittany.
And this is Star Style, Be the Star You Are. We'll be right back.
Can hold you in the dark, but if that voice keeps calling you, the choice is in your heart. Then there's business, a show business, where you are. Let the music start.